this would be actually the last time for TSM to try that. But the Syndra fight Oriana's ball with more Syndra orbs.
Yep. Good call.
Yeah. Having more is always better.
It applies in the split pushes as well. We've been seeing in the early game, the more is better so far. Lock in here. Bjergsen's going to hold it out. And it is the lock in for Syndra. We saw some LCS big plays coming out of that champion when he did bring it out. So expect to see some great plays again. Odd one really staying in the back pocket there in the mid lane. Also level 4 to Xmithy's level 3 with this little bit of harassment he's been doing. You always see behind. He comes again for it. ManCloud throws down the shield and the barrier at the same time. Very nice job putting the ball back out for zoning control. Sheep is there. Xmithy. Benny comes in with a teleport as well. The cocoon goes down. They turn this one right on the head of Team Solo Mid.
Great roam right there by Sheep, especially. Yes, the teleport was there, but the surprising factor was Sheep coming in there.
Very fast play. Thought they had ManCloud worked out, but the barrier keeping him alive. Oh no! Zig Special, the 1-2 lockdown, the flay, the rest of what they need to saute it. Special up and the flash down. The finger fumble Ruski.
Not close enough to the wall before the flash.
It just seems to be their crutch. Level 6 is in the mid lane now. Huge surge of power, spike I should say, for both of these mid laners. With the barrier down, ManCloud definitely has to be wary of Bjergsen's ult. Special and the rest of the team putting themselves in the right spot at the right time, but Xmithy wants a piece of this. Got to be very careful.
Oh, went in a little early.
Yeah. Tad too early. Each member of TSM having a broom. They squat away Xmithy, and they come up with Dragon as well. ManCloud getting a push on here. They take the time of Bjergsen being out to get a push on the lane and possibly ward coverage over this Baron or Dragon. Coming up in a minute and a half. Xmithy doesn't have too much follow-up on this, but he's going to try anyways. Odd one on the outside. Another shot. Repelled out on that one. Agony's Embrace as well was not effective. A few more shots. ManCloud flashes in for the body shield. Very nicely done. Great play by XDG on what looked quite scary.
Yeah, 4 people on TSM collapsing on them, but the majority of spells were lost. Yet up in the top lane, Dyrus solos out Benny, and ManCloud in trouble as well.
Oh, the missiles are hitting. Odd one's trying to go hard. He gets grabbed, but he hasn't taken turret aggro yet. Very good of him to keep a sense of mind to just hold off, keep his hands to himself. They're going to take down mid turret, and it looks like they're going to get nice positioning. Sheep was not expecting that. A little too close for comfort.
Neither was our camera, actually. That's how fast it was from Bjergsen right there. It's because his ultimate was actually held through all that engagement. They wanted the threat of it for the turret take, and that's why Sheep was able to fall. Just one more stun from Bjergsen, he finished him off. But around like level 16 or so, Corki's actually incredibly potent in his own right. So TSM will have a nice little jump of power if Wild Turtle can take the farm out.
Leveled on it as well. Says thank you very much. TSM is starting to say everything you have is ours.
Well, that's one way of stopping Zoom.
Position in the bottom lane now kind of goes to XDG if Xmithy can get in here quite well. Wild Turtle now being split on the side. TSM not organizing correctly as Bjergsen moves back to the top, or the mid lane rather.
Second time this game, Turtle's been somewhere completely by himself and getting caught out a little bit.
TSM feeling comfortable to just walk around these turrets. You can see Bjergsen far behind ManCloud, not in a good spot. That should be it. The barrier's there. He is going to be safe. Very nice shield barrier bound by him, but the turrets are going to be falling. Second tier, Dyrus takes that down by himself in mid lane, and it looks like could be a little bit of a fight. Zuna taking good damage. Agony's Embrace went down, but there's the shield coming in and the lantern onto Zuna. Sheep's gonna make himself go down valiantly. Dyrus could be going for Dragon's Descent over the wall. The flash, the fly, and no, he does not hit it. It's gonna be one twin bite and a flame breath if he can get there. Bing, bang, and boom. They're gonna be taking, no, he does finally take down Zuna. Grits his teeth and gets the last hit in. Xmithy's now trying to get this one. Odd one may have the W to get in and out of this fight. Throws down the speed. Very nice job, and it looks like they quickly get the safety with the help of Xspecial and the shield.
You're absolutely right. They have to be careful about any engagements right here. Game's at a pretty critical juncture, and that Void Staff is completed by Bjergsen. We talked about the Maddie penetration. ManCloud gets a little bit initiated on, but the hook!
They pull Odd One in. It looks like he could be in a bad situation, and he is. They use a heck of a lot of resources to take him down, however. A three-man Dragon's Descent. ManCloud could get bit up. The barrier has to go down. Dyrus is eating all of the abilities as well as the turret. It's going to be Zuna picking up 2 kills for himself, and that one backfires.
They're obviously very aware of that fact. It's going to be very key to have a strong initiation on both sides.
Great splash of damage from the Q dissonance from ManCloud, trying to command everything. Also, give the shield to Zuna. You can see where the ball stands right now.
Could be it. There's the E-ball.
The repel comes out. Agony's Embrace again doesn't hit that much. Xmithy is forced out of the fight immediately, and TSM has a huge power and numbers advantage, but they take about 1,500 damage across 3 members instantly. If they can focus, they can still win it, and it looks like coming through and funneling the Tri-Brush is the right decision, as XDG has already scattered in fear from TSM on the re-engage.
That was a really cool fight right there by TSM, and the Bjergsen stun is really what did it for them.
Benny, with that magic resistance, can probably fight Dyrus for a good while. It's going to be a back and
coming
forth.
in though, behind XDG.
He hits it, still has Dragon's Descent, doing all the damage onto Zuna. Is the Lantern there? It is once again, but it's too much damage coming from Turtle. He finds his mark, and he gets the double kill. Now he could have the Valkyrie with Odd One if they continue to chase, but they say it's Baron time.
And it is absolutely Baron time. A 5v3 force right now. That was a great teleport by Dyrus, and Bjergsen catches Smithy as well.
Boom! That's the ultimate, but there's the command protect. The repel down into Bjergsen. The ignite will take out Xmithy, but a great play by the team to take another 1-for-1.
Baron continues. ManCloud is low on mana, but there are the solo laners, double AP. A lot of damage here still left for XDG. TSM peels off.
Got to be very careful. ManCloud is low on mana, and Benny cannot do much either. No blue buffs revolving around this XDG team, so they're just trying to stop the pressure to Baron. They've done so.
TSM hoping to catch someone out of place here. They very well may have.
Ooh. ManCloud.
They did not realize Jinx wasn't here. Bjergsen may have even been instantly killed without the flash, but they could still theoretically look for something.
That was definitely a second-guessed Orianna Shockwave. Dyrus goes into the fight, the Rune Prison goes down. A lot of the crowd control that would be used for Odd One now allows him to run quite free, but there is not enough focus. Grab from Sheep, but there isn't focus. Like I'm saying, everybody's trying to get the safety with one bit of death. The flash play causing the gap close to be used in defense here from TSM and Wild Turtle, and they try to get themselves out of the fight. The jungle is not anywhere these teams wanted to be fighting right now. Comes back on it. The ignite goes down. That should be a dead Xmithy, and he does crumble in the end of the fire. 1-for-1 in what a chaotic jungle fight. Great farm as well coming into this game. 40 minutes in, 365 to 353 in the mid lane with all the chaos that's been happening in shared CS after the
initiation
2v1 go crazy.
The hook.
Oh man, a hook onto it special. One of the guys to help speed up, initiate, and control the fights. Can TSM regroup for the kill? Dyrus is by himself. Wild Turtle cannot get missiles in from that range on the outside, and XDG goes to refight, but it will not happen. Nice catch onto Bjergsen, but Xmithy has to get the kill here. That rocket could be enough for the follow-up. One last attack, and it was the clockwork wind-up auto coming in from ManCloud. The perseverance pays off.
How important are those kills going to be? It is 2 for none, and XDG is powering through for this inhibitor.
The Glacial Shroud allowing Benny to take a few shots to the face. Their team solo mid, not being able to regroup. XDG has taken a 3,000 gold lead now after being down 5K in the past 6 or 7 minutes.
TSM has lost control of this game. They got hooked once again. Their control in team fights is lacking as well, and they are completely on their back foot here. But XDG is forcing this Baron. The res timers are kind of up for TSM. They're without their initiation man. That does not mean they're without threat. That Baron go down fast though.
Smite is up. Agony's Embrace could be up here in a few seconds for the Odd One. That would be perfect. Hate Spikes throws down ManCloud's Banshee's Veil. Dyrus in, Odd One in. Throws down the Agony's Embrace, but was it enough? You see how much damage XDG took on the front end. Is there enough DPS follow-up? They are kiting and fighting this perfectly. Xmithy's trying to stay out so Zuna can hit the shots, but it's not enough to cancel out any HP bars, and Wild picks up a double.
And they didn't finish off the Baron, which is actually crucial for TSM right there. Home guard boots coming out, of course. Oh man, how much follow-up? Ooh, people were not in position. Baron buffalo regen. Bjergsen though.
Oh, onto Bjergsen. They don't want it. No! Then he flashes in, a little miscommunication. Great shockwave from the backside on ManCloud. Dyrus is into the fight along with Odd1. They're still trying to do the DPS. Nobody's touching Zuna. 67-second timers on the clock here for Dyrus. Bjergsen looking at 50, and XDG's running down with a catch. The repel. Smithy's gonna take a chop out of this. ManCloud gets it, and they're going for the base.
It is a 5 versus 2 now, and exposed inhibitors still exist. They catch even more. This could be the game, Riv.
They give him it. Is the dissonance there for the speed up? Why aren't they going for the base? They're going for Turtle. This should be a fast enough kill. He Valkyries. They gotta leave it. They have to go for the base right now. That is gonna be up to ManCloud and Benny, but they aren't doing huge damage. Why are they still chasing?
Well, Smithy also gets it turned around by Wild Turtle here, but that just means another person gone for TSM in this base race. This is an interesting fight. Turtle gets him, but watch the push now. Odd1 trying to defend solo.
20 seconds on 3 members right now. Team Solo mid, Master MVP inhibitor coming up, and XDG's gonna have to retreat on the base.
Wow.
With the elongated chase.
XDG, TSM is slowly.
Nice.
The ball is scouting. Catch on X-Smith. Here comes the fight.
That's the repel. Sheep's by himself. He's the one to throw safety to the team. Zuna's getting some nice shots on the outside. Ooh. The teleport coming in. It could be what they need. Very strong play here. Dyrus getting pushed out. Odd1 gets taken down. They get the Q on him from Benny. 20 seconds on the Dragon, but it's nobody's eyes. They're looking for something big here.
The minion waves are also wrecking XGG's base right now if they're not careful. They're still forcing this. Odd1 is dead, so there's no spike, but they're very low. The damage is what they're worried about.
Out to Xpecial. Gotta watch Smithy taking damage on the inside. They're trying to decide what to do in the confusion. Dyrus comes back very hard after healing up on home guard. It's gonna be big damage. Bjergsen, double kill for Zuna. Looking at the triple kill. The zap misses off to the right shoulder of Xpecial, and it's still the back and forth chase. TSM is trying to hold XDG in this area so they can't gain more.
ManCloud also chasing down Xpecial, but the heal from his tether right there is keeping it up, and they're still going for the Baron. Their base is getting destroyed right now by minions, but they do win the fight, and they're just going for the advantage.
Taking the Baron does not allow them to get into the base. Baron will be theirs. They had quite a bit of time to work with, but playing it safe, but somewhat still very scary. Where is the entrance here for XDG?
It's all about getting a stun or a good bit of damage done on the one person. Dyrus gets hooked.
Whoa!
There it is.
Absolutely taken out. 74 to 5 seconds on the clock. Odd1 goes in from the right side. Can Turtle start dishing out the damage? They are only going back and forth to micro in the scare, but they're not really bringing the fight along with it.
They want to regen a little bit, make sure their spells are back up, and that they have minions. There's also a super minion wave on TSM's Nexus turrets that will require attention, so they will have a temporary 3v5 if they want it.
XDG did a great self to put them spot here. XDG going in for the fight, and Bjergsen's gonna get hit up very hard. Doesn't even get a chance to breathe. Odd1's the next to go down. The Guardian Angels are already hit up, and XDG looking for the second Nexus turret, looking to take this game off a Team Solo mid, and it's gonna be a good rough roll for them as they go through 22 to 18, 57 minutes on the clock, and they take down the Nexus, taking out Team Solo mid.
Wow, right there for XDG. What a ridiculous series of events here. 57 minutes and they take down TSM. This actually means that XDG has one victory against every team in the LCS, but only one. Unreal.
Finding what they need. Very big credit going to the entire team to play the composition the way they needed to. Sheep with save after save to Zuna at 200 to 300 HP, which would have meant a huge point to capitalize on for TSM. They never got those points in this game. They were always looking for something when they're usually dictating.